Kwa hivyo Ruto ni nyang'au yule anamalisha nchi, na mimi simuogopi. I only respect God. I adore and respect God, not a human being.
Raila Odinga baba, Raila Odinga mwana, Raila Odinga Roho Mtakatifu. Baba, mbona watu wako wameua Ong'ondo Were? Ong'ondo Were has not died a natural death. Ong'ondo Were has been assassinated. Ong'ondo Were has been shot dead in Nairobi by people allied to Raila Odinga. Ong'ondo Were has been killed for political reasons. Wajaluo, leo hii mmefika level yenye nyinyi kwa nyinyi mnauana. Mjaluo unaua mjaluo mwenzako kwa sababu ya kisiasa. Kasipul Kabondo, member of parliament, Ong'ondo Were leo ameuliwa hii Nairobi. Na mimi ninaambia DCI na National Police Service, musijisumbue kutafuta mwenye ameua Ong'ondo Were. Iteni Raila Odinga na watu wake muwaulize ni kina nani wame...
So wa Kenya, hii ndio gari alikuwa anaendesha Ong'ondo Were, na hii gari KDM 783A Crown ndio gari ya mwisho kujua nini ilifanyika. So madisi yao walichukua hii gari kwenda kufanya zile forensics zao. But just to bring you up to speed, who you see MP wa kwanza kukuwa assassinated here in Kenya. Kuna ma-MP wengi zaidi ya wa7 pia waliuawa tu ama walikufa kwa njia ambayo ni questionable. Na same DCI wamefanya hizi vitu kama mara 10 sasa kwa MPs wenye wamekuwa killed, yeah? But nothing, since then, nothing has ever, some cases are just open, no investigations is going on, nothing has ever been solved. And as usual, my MPs watashow up, kushow in solidarity, stories za jaba tu hapo, kutupaka mafuta. Anyway, that is what is happening right now, but I can tell you for free, I am almost certain that nothing will happen at the end of the day, and no one will be actually held to accountable. Though the accusations that His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga might have been involved in this, I think there was a dispute. Remember, this guy was a pro-ODM, but again was pro-against the sitting president, William Samoei Ruto. Sasa unajua baba alishikana na Ruto, and I don't know whether this guy still stood his ground. Because pia kuna stories inakuja ati kuna watu walikuwa wanakufa huko Kasipul, and this also MP was questionable in terms of how he was handling the situation in cases where people were either against his his leadership and something like that, or there is also another case that has come up of a woman and other young men who have been brutally beaten up and others murdered, cut off hands, face crushed into small pieces, such things like those. So I really have no proof like he had the link directly, but in my DMs, this is the messages I'm getting from so many Kenyans who are telling me, hey, ni aje bro, unajua ni aje? Umse yako kwa mclean hivyo, umse kuna watu walikuwa na chinja bana, alikuwa na madawase pia yeye, wacha tu asonge. And then also to add anger on that, mmeona kwamba kuna other politicians wenye wakati BBC me-release documentary yake venye Gen Z waliuawa, venye wa Kenya wengi sana walipoteza maisha yao, MP amesimama akasema aje, we bwana, tutaendelea kumona hapa, watu tunamona, tuna move on, mwacha kutusumbua. So hiyo imefuel wa Kenya sana, pia wakaanza kusema kama ni hivyo basi ni sawa, we sympathize, we forget. That is what Kenyans are now actually saying to so many people, like, if that is how you're going to treat our people, hata nyi sahi, you can feel the heat. So there is a lot of mixed reactions when it comes to death of these so-called leaders, and of course common mwananchi. So Wakenya ni kama wana celebrate somehow, because there is no way you can just dispute the death of these many other young men and women, and then you say that we sympathize, people are killed daily, so we sympathize, we move on. So the Kenyans are also responding to this we sympathize, we move on. Why are you people complaining? As you can see, all the leaders are coming out.
Kwa hivyo Ruto ni nyang'au yule anamalisha nchi. Na mimi simuogopi. I only respect God. I adore and respect God, not a human being. Wale wanawapigia magoti ni wale wa Kasipul, wale wameniweka bunge. Na baba yangu ya kisiasa Raila Amolo Odinga. Omiyo jokanyana
top most security chair did not put any comment. But I'm very happy with what the county commissioner said of the latest attack. Before the latest fracas, I went into a funeral in Godonyango, which after the funeral, the road was blocked. I could not pass. Luckily enough, I had the security. The following day, in a funeral in Yatindo, immediately I arrived there before even praying. One of the notorious criminals who comes from Kachien called a boy stated that I will not talk there. The villagers there were angered. What happened and the process are within investigating agencies, which I don't want to address. I've been very keen for the last 6 months, including the latest. And allow me to spill the bean today, because I want these things to be in the public domain. Those who bring insecurity in Kasipul, they are not residents of Kasipul. These youths. There's a vehicle which abducted one called Brian. These vehicles moves around in Oyugis with different number plates. The security agency are briefed on this. We can't say because that people should not be coming to Kasipul, no. But if you come for a funeral, if a relative, you brief with us, you eat and you go. Why do you come with crude weapons? Even for example, if one is an aspirant, unajua mtu anataka kiti. Si ukuje tu unyemelea watu hivi utapewa. Lakini ukikuja na fujo tutakupea. If you have any information on this fracas, the best thing you could do is to walk to the police station, give a report and write a statement. And if you think you have come with a strategy to destroy the name of this executive and prestigious constituency, you have knocked the wrong door.
Thank you very much. Allow me to pass my condolences to the great people of Kasipul, the entire Homa Bay. ONG'ONDO was my brother-in-law, and ONG'ONDO was an bastard politician, one who would never miss sessions of parliament. It is not in darkness that ONG'ONDO had had his life threatened, a matter which he had already reported to the DCI. And I want to say this with my eyes strictly on the cameras, that the perpetrator of this particular murder is known. And there is a way of violence that is creeping up in Homa Bay politics that must be tamed by law enforcement authorities. It has ended up ending in a life gone of a member of parliament who is a servant of the people, and I don't think we are ready to lose any more. So how I pray that this matter is going to be conclusively brought to book, and we will know who murdered